So this is how the Saints defensive line currently shakes out. Chase Young, no mystery. He's been underwhelming. Carl Granderson has had some good moments. It's got to be better, though. Cam Jordan, I love that guy. Number 94 is one of my favorite players of all time. Father Time is really starting to have his way with Cam Jordan's production. Payton Turner, it'd be like that. I'm tired of talking about it, man. My point being, the Saints need an upgrade, and good God, they have to get better at getting sacks. They've only logged 14 on the season. It's tied for 11th, which, sure, top half of the league. But this is a defensive-led team. This is a team that's led by a defensive head coach. The defense should be the bread and butter. If you ask me, 14 sacks, it's kind of disgraceful. When your leading two sack artists are a cornerback and defensive tackle Bryan Bresee, shout out Bresee for sure, but come on. You have Chase Young and Carl Granderson, Cam Jordan. Like, nobody can go get sacks. Really? That's what we're doing here? We only have a 7.04 sack percent. It's not good. 35% pass rush win rate. That ranks 25th in the league. Yeah, say that 10 times fast. It's not good. The Saints defense, it has been porous. It's been lackluster. The pass rush has been non-existent. So in today's video, we're going to discuss some edge rushers that the New Orleans Saints could possibly go and trade for that could help them get more sacks. We're not talking defensive tackles. We're not talking linebackers. We're not talking anything else other than edge rushers. Some of these players actually could be kind of likely. Some of these players, probably not, but hey, might as well kick the tires and give them a call. But really quick, got to tell you guys about our awesome production we've done this season. Almost 6,000 new subscribers since we kicked off the 2024 NFL regular season. Our goal is to get to 40,000 by the end of the regular season. We're currently at 36,000. It's not bad. I mean, we've been growing like crazy. We gained almost 2,000 new subs in our last watch party alone. So just shout out to everybody who's joined our family and who's become a part of the squad. 36,000 doesn't happen on accident. So lock us in, join our family, and help us reach 40,000 subs if you are a real one and you are a diehard Saints fan. So first trade target, it's a name that's been quite highly discussed, and it's a pretty interesting discussion topic. Haason Reddick. For me, it's not that I dislike Haason Reddick as a player. I actually think he's pretty damn good, but he's a player that I have concerns around. And to be quite honest, he's always been one of those guys who's had really, really good sack production, but when it comes down to it, there are a lot of reports, there's a lot of discussion, there's a lot of chatter that some of his really high sack production comes because he's just going after the passer. He's not actually executing his assignments. He's not actually doing what he's supposed to be doing. He's just rushing the passer. I will say this. When you have 1 year left on a current contract, you're seeking more money. You still haven't reported to the Jets. Like, shoot, man, might as well give him a call and see what's happening. Last season, 11 sacks for the Philadelphia Eagles, 23 quarterback hits. I mean, guys, like, no one could benefit more from this kind of production than the New Orleans Saints defense. I genuinely believe when it comes down to the Saints defense, the biggest issue, it's not the pass protection. Or not pass protection. It's not the coverage, the pass coverage. It's not the linebackers. It's the defensive line. If they can get home and turn those pressures into sacks, then, hey, this isn't a conversation. This isn't even a video. But here we are, Haason Reddick. I wouldn't mind that move. Azeez Ojulari is another player that we're going to discuss. He's actually one of the younger players in this list. He's a good player, man. And when it comes to the New York Giants, I could see him actually sticking around in the Big Apple because Kayvon Thibodeau, he is considered week to week with a wrist injury. So, you know, if he does come back sooner rather than later and he doesn't miss a beat, having that duo of Brian Burns and Kayvon Thibodeau is awesome. In 2021, his rookie season, 8 sacks. 2022, he had 5.5. In 2023, 2.5. He was dealing with some injuries, but that's fine. I'm in the camp of give Azeez Ojulari a call. Give the Giants a call. See what's happening. The Saints do not get a lot of sacks. They get 2.8 per game. Not good. Their pressure rate, also, it's league average. Got to be better. You have to be better. There's no excuse. There's no choice. If you want to win football games in a professional manner and in a professional league, you're going to have to get sacks. Like, that's something that just all Super Bowl winning teams are among the top in sack production. I'm not saying they are the top. I'm saying they are amongst the top. Got to be better. Now, predict it for me. Not to predict the score. Predict the future. Will the New Orleans Saints make a trade before the deadline? Historically, they're not a team that's active. That's a fact. But this year, I have reason to believe that they actually might be trying to make something happen, whether it's an edge rusher, whether it's a receiver, or another position in need. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section. Just give me a yes or a no down below. And it also, in the comment section, if you guys want to take advantage of this opportunity to click the link in the Gametime link, the pinned comment was that question. Will the Saints make a trade? So under that comment, I have the link to Gametime, and it's a link to get you set up with $20 off your first purchase. Gametime is the best ticketing app in the whole wide world, and it is so user-friendly. It's such an easy app to navigate, and it's so convenient because prices actually get lower as the event gets closer. Using our code CHATSPORTS, that's code CHATSPORTS, you'll get $20 off your first purchase. Terms do apply. Gametime has a new feature called Gametime Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play live even easier. It filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals and great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Friendly reminder to download the Gametime app, create an account, and use code CHATSPORTS for $20 off your first purchase. Like I said, you were sharing your thoughts in the comment section. It's in the comments. It's in the description. Just find the link, hit it, check it out. Go buy yourself a ticket. Go get a new Christmas present for your girlfriend, or go get some seats at a game for you and the fellas. Terms do apply. Use code CHATSPORTS, $20 off. Download Gametime today. What time is it? Game time. All righty. Za'Darius Smith is a player that I think the Saints might be interested. I'm not going to say might be interested in. I'm going to say more so might be worth a call. When it comes to the Cleveland Browns, they are not good. That is a shocking development. I don't know what's more shocking. The New Orleans Saints started off so hot and are so bad now, or that the Cleveland Browns didn't really make a lot of changes to their roster and they're really bad. This was a team last year under Joe Flacco and made the playoffs. Did some good damage in the playoffs. He is on a one-year deal with Cleveland, so it's not like you have to give him any money in the future or anything. He did just turn 32, though, so he is up there in the age column. But so far this season, 3 sacks would be good for third in sack production for the Saints. I mean, this is a player in 2023, he had 5.5 sacks. 2022, he had 10 sacks. 2021, he only had 1 game played because he had an injury with the Packers. But in 2020, 12.5. 2019, 13.5 sacks. I'm not saying that he's going to go put up 12, 13 sacks. I'm not even saying he's going to get 10. But to get 7 or 8, goodness, that would be really convenient, wouldn't it? That'd be awesome. So maybe Za'Darius Smith is worth a call. All right, I'm going to go ahead and say this. It's not happening. This is a very unlikely one. Before you guys start writing this off as clickbait and saying that I just put clickbait videos out there, let me explain myself here. It's not going to happen. Maxx Crosby is the only player on the Las Vegas Raiders that I truly do believe is untouchable. He is the only guy on the roster I think that they have absolutely no intention of ever letting leave the Raiders. I don't think they'll ever trade him away. I don't think they'll ever cut him. I think that they're going to do everything in their power to keep him within the organization for his entire career. And he strikes me as a guy who wants to be, just like Cam Jordan, a one-teamer, a one-team-for-life kind of guy. And why did I include him? It's not likely, but I'll tell you what, man, that Raiders front office and that Raiders organization just as a whole is in utter shambles right now. They want to hit the reset button, and they really want to hit a reset button, get a really good reset. Maxx Crosby's worth it. He is one of the best defensive ends in the National Football League, and the production backs that up. With Maxx Crosby, this is not a trade that you just give away a couple picks. No, this is you trade away multiple first-round picks, probably a couple players. Like, this is one that you do to go all in right now on him. This is not a trade that you make if you're trying to, reset as the New Orleans Saints. This could give a lot of capital to the Raiders if they do make this trade happen. They will not. Again, I don't think it's likely, but when it comes to the possibility or why we're even discussing him, look, the Raiders really could try and massively turn things around and reset things and get rid of all their good players, get a ton of draft capital, get all their money off the books. Maybe that's something they're looking to do. I don't think it is, but hey, Maxx Crosby, I would be remiss to say if I didn't want to say, or I would be ridiculous if I said I didn't want him on my team. All right, so let's talk about the youngest player on this list, Travon Walker. Why does that name sound familiar? Now, you might be thinking that to yourself. Well, if you go back in time to 2022, Aiden Hutchinson was the consensus number one for months. I mean, I'm talking months. Then all of a sudden, Travon Walker out of nowhere started getting a lot of buzz and started getting chatter as the first overall pick. And well, you know it, he's the number one overall pick, and Aiden Hutchinson stays in Michigan and goes to the Lions. Kind of a crazy thing how it all worked out. Can't tell me that there wasn't a script involved there. Just kidding. But anyway, hey, man, this is the number one overall pick. And the Jaguars are terrible. They literally might be the worst team in football right now. I expect them to be sellers when it comes to trade deadline time. Benefit for the Saints, if you do trade for him, I think you could get, or not, I think, you will be getting him the rest of this season. Then you get him all next year as well. So that's something that's worth thinking about. And it's not like you have to spend a lot of money on him. He's on a rookie contract. And look what he did last year. 10 sacks, 19 quarterback hits. He's on pace to do way better than that already this year. So I could see the Jaguars opting to not trade him. I could see them being like, no, he's a cornerstone piece on the defensive side of the ball that we will not move off of. But I will say this. Jags are a poorly run organization. They've always been a poorly run organization. So maybe, just maybe, the New Orleans Saints could take advantage of poor ownership, and the Saints could take advantage of the Jags trying to be sellers. I think that that's something that the Saints should make a call for. Travon Walker, I'm high on him. I think that he would be a really good addition for New Orleans. Now, I give you 5 players. Again, Maxx Crosby, probably not going to happen, but I wanted to include him in the video just for the sake of it, for the conversation aspect of it. Who do you want to trade for? Give me an edge rusher. Get creative. Have fun. To go above and beyond, give the trade package. I don't mind you guys taking the extra step and being a general manager. Have some fun. Get down in the comments. Let me know. And y'all stay golden. We will be seeing you